For nearly 2,000 years, ministries and individuals have sought to share Yeshua, Jesus, with the Jewish people. But many of them felt as Simon Peter did. As he was fishing, they toiled much, but they caught little. The majority of Jewish people have been blinded from recognizing their own Messiah. Because of events like the Crusades and the Holocaust, many Israelis are disillusioned with God and have a distorted picture of who Jesus really is.
Jesus said to Peter, "Launch out into the deep." And in the same way, we need to go deeper in order to reach Israelis where they are today, communicating in a way they'll understand, using their language, connecting with Israeli culture, continually adapting with new creative ways to reach out. And after calling them out to the deep, Jesus said, "Let your nets down for a catch." Just as Jesus assured Peter that there would be a catch, so God promised that the day would come when all Israel will be saved.
He said this national revival in Israel would bring in greater riches to the rest of the world and would even be as life from the dead. That's our vision, and it's what we're working toward.
The Yeshua Project was formed out of 3 organizations partnering together to share the gospel with Israelis.
By producing quality booklets, videos, and websites, and equipping believers to share the good news, we're able to reach people right where they are, whether they be online or on the street.
One really effective place to cast our net is on the internet. Israelis spend more time on social networking sites than any other nation, twice as much as Americans.
We're reaching out through multiple websites, video series, and through the social media.
By God's grace, we've had over 175,000 views of our evangelistic videos. In fact, over a recent 2-month period, we had 24,000 views from Israelis alone.
Our nets were overflowing. We had thousands of Israelis viewing our sites, but we couldn't follow up with as many of them as we would have liked.
So we decided to redesign our sites, or mend our nets, if you will, with a strong emphasis on connecting Israeli believers and non-believers together through live chat, phone calls, and personal visits.
We don't want a single seeker to leave our nets without an opportunity for a personal contact.
Just one example of some of the amazing responses we've had. One young lady from Jerusalem, after watching our videos, said she was trying to invite Yeshua into her heart, but she didn't know how, so she asked for our help.
We've been amazed to see how much of an impact our first booklet has had on Israelis. We've distributed thousands of them here in Israel, and stories keep flooding in of how they've opened the doors for fruitful conversations about God and Jesus.
Some people have told us the booklet has dramatically changed their whole understanding of who God is.
Also, through seminars and workshops, we inspire local Israeli believers to spread the gospel more effectively. Many of them go on to shine more brightly in their communities.
It's incredible to see how Israelis' hearts are softening to Jesus. Recently, we had 120 non-believing Jewish people at an outreach event. They all heard the gospel, and many of them came forward for prayer at the end. Just a couple of years ago, that kind of openness to the gospel was unheard of.
But now there's such a great response. Our nets are breaking, just like they were with the disciples when they were trying to pull in the multitude of fish. Now is the time that God is opening the eyes of His people in Israel like never before. We can't bring in this catch on our own. We need partners who can bring their boats alongside ours, who can help us with the multitude that the Lord has promised, and work with us to share the gospel with as many Jewish people as possible.
The long-awaited revival in Israel has already begun. Do you want to be a part of it? Please partner with us as we share the gospel in Israel.